taking a side trail to the shelter. I almost skipped it. In fact, I really tried to skip it. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to move on. Sometimes habits are hard, but I want to come down and do some yoga, and so I'm going to do just that. It's the Pinefield shelter. It's another brick shelter with this giant fire pit. There's a privy up there, and it's by this nice little creek for water. Someone left out the logbook, which is not good, especially if it's going to rain. It's hard to do this one-handed. The logbook has information on the hut, leave no trace, and then people sign it. This one goes back to 23. So I don't have my reading glasses, so it's hard to see. I haven't met most of these people. I'm gonna sit down and look through it with my glasses on. But first, a little yoga in the shelter. You may be wondering, if I love yoga so much, why I would need to make myself do yoga. Well, the truth is, I do love yoga, and I always feel really good when I'm done. But I don't always want to do it. It takes effort, and so that's where tapas or discipline comes in. I make myself do it, and the habit of making myself do it over and over again makes it easier for me to make myself do it. And so I did. I did some yoga, which has been really helpful, I think, for my knees. The more that I'm consistent with my yoga practice, the better my knees feel. And I actually took some time to roll out my feet with a cork ball. Rolled out my feet, rolled out my calves, sat and had lunch under some shelter, which is great because I have felt some sprinkles, so it might rain, and I'm feeling refreshed. It's hard for me to do that. I don't generally pause very easily. Somebody had commented on a video that I did about, I thought you were, I can't remember how it was worded, but something about the fact that I'm a, yoga person. And the truth is, yoga is something that helps me balance out my energy. I am not a low-key chill person. I'm hyper, type A, go, 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 lots of fire, lots of air. And so yoga helps calm me down. And I use it in that way. So it's not always easy, but I know that it's good. And now it's time to get back to trail. So I heard a story about a hiker. I forget his name. It has something to do with ones, because I think his registration number was number 1, and he started on the first day of the year. He was the first hiker to start or something like that. But the interesting thing is, I think his trail name, maybe, I don't know. I'm mixing the details of the story up, but I love the idea because he was the first, and he's trying to be the last to get to Katahdin. I just think that's fun. I was sitting this morning, and a few hikers passed me that I saw a couple days ago at the hostel, and I know they stayed there an extra day. For a moment, I felt a little bit like a slacker. They were passing me, and they had had a day off. But there's a reason there are several hikers out here with the trail name No Rush. A lot of people, including myself, are not in a rush. Although it's starting to rain, and I may be rushing to put on some rain gear. Well, look at that, 900. I get chills. 900. So I broke my pattern. Today is 89, and usually I hit the 100 marks on the day, which would be 900 tomorrow. So that means I'm a little ahead, which is good news because I need to be. But I am coming up to another Nero. Tomorrow I'm being picked up by family and taken off the trail for a quick overnight to resupply and to shower. I'm really looking forward to the visit. This visit brings up the idea of expectations for me because, as you know, I didn't think I had any. And I am uncovering them as I walk. And this isn't necessarily an expectation exactly, but it's what I thought the trail and experience might be. Or what it might not be, I guess. I don't know. Stumbling over my words here, but family visits, friends visits, all of that. I didn't expect it. I didn't plan for it. I didn't think anybody would take time to connect with me. And not that they didn't care. Of course, I know that they care. But people are really making effort to come see me, and that feels really good. And it's unexpected. And had I kept with the mindset that I needed to finish in a certain way or at a certain time or keep up the miles, and that had remained at the forefront, I would not take the time to visit. And when I say that, that makes me feel kind of sad if that's where I was coming from. But I am so glad that this is a new pattern and it goes back to the trail magic of saying yes to everything, right? saying yes to people caring and people taking time out of their lives to help me and come see me and support me. It just feels really good. Okay, here's another 900 mile marker. This one is a little more scattered, but it looks like it's been here longer. Who knows which one is the actual 900? They're relatively close, within, I don't know, a few dozen steps. Either way, I've hit 900. Look what I found. I was just coming down the trail and the mom ran off. And then all these little ones just scattered all over the place. You can hear them I hope she comes back. She ran down this way though, so we'll see. I mean, I know she's gonna come back. I just feel bad for the chicks waiting for her. This is High Top Shelter. It's actually a wooden shelter. The others have been brick. It's where I planned on staying. Doesn't look like, I mean, maybe there's some campsites back there, but the grass is pretty tall. And the spring is down here. So I'm gonna go down to the spring, and then the reviews on Far Out say that the summit, which is 0.5 miles, has some spots as well, and that's closer to my destination. So there's a potential here, but the trees are kind of far apart, and it's good for camping or tenting, and I don't want to take that. So I'll probably just drop my pack, head down to the spring here, get my water for the night, and then go back, and next time I see something, set up camp. Okay, I am loaded with water, and let's see what I can find. Hopefully the forecast will be right and it won't rain until after 6. I originally picked this shelter so that I would have a place to put my stuff while I prepared, and so I hope I don't end up getting wet. Look, 2 roads. Which one should I take? Let me check the sign. I'm pretty happy with, and even a little excited about my campsite. I came up to the summit, and I'll show you. It's actually over this direction. There's some rocks with a lookout, and if the rain holds off, might get a sunset, and we'll see. I'll show you in a minute. It really does look and feel like rain, but I'll show you. This is how close I am, and if I can stay awake and it doesn't pour, I'll come out here tonight for sunset. I don't know, that's asking a lot. Last night I think I was asleep before 8. Wouldn't this be awesome? How amazing is this? See so far down. I really hope Mother Nature cooperates. And by cooperates, I mean allows me to come out here for sunset. Either way, it is a fabulous opportunity and a great campsite. I'm really happy.